First question is, what are you hoping to do after graduation?
Oh man, I am hoping to get a Bachelor of Science in either general sciences or psychology, depending on how far I'm willing to go away from Chatham to go to school. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Probably law enforcement, some type of victim services. I'd like to work within the law. Yeah.
Mobile application development. I'll be going in September.
Oh, good for you. Where are you going?
St. Clair and Windsor.
Oh, awesome. Nice.
Going to be starting the business accounting course at St. Clair College. I applied through when I was in SWAC and I got accepted, and I plan to start my own accounting firm at some point in my life.
That's awesome.
Long term, I want to own a gym. Short term, I want to be a personal trainer to start off.
After graduation, I'm looking forward to doing the PSW course here.
I am going to pursue PSW in college. Can't wait.
I applied for the PSW program and I got accepted for September.
I plan on furthering my education and going to college to be an executive office assistant.
After graduation, I just hope to get a good factory job, like one that me and my wife could do together.
Wanted to be a firefighter, I guess. So I've gone through maybe 3 submissions, 3 accepted offers, but landed on Lambton, Sarnia for the pre-service firefighting.
Office administration, yeah. So I want to work within the school board more or less, not so much the medical field, but I just find that's something kind of that I'm interested in, and I like to navigate and kind of, I'm more of an organized person, so I kind of like the feel of being kind of in control of my own kind of area.
I am enrolled for the DSW program.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm going to attend St. Clair College. I'm doing electrical techniques.
Oh, fantastic.
So it's like a pre-apprenticeship electrical program.
I was presented with an amazing opportunity after SWAC to be able to jump right in to an ECE course with an accelerated first year. Yeah, doors were just opening one after the other. Had to make some big choices from going from full-time work to school. Full-time work pays the bills, but it was just a job, and this would lead me to a career. And I love working with children, so it was an amazing opportunity.
Why did regular school not work for you?
Why did regular school not work for me? Because I didn't want it to work, I don't think. You know what I mean? Like I always say like the fall from the top was hard because I wasn't, and I just was one of those kids that I was on everything. I was on student council, I was on Lancer Link leadership, I was on the cheer team, the rugby teams, musical, like, you know what I mean, on top of my extracurriculars outside of that, and then, you know, working too. So it's just, I got sick, which pulled me out of school for like a few weeks at a time, and then I would continue to get sick because I had I had an immune problem, and it just, yeah, I always just say like the fall from the top was too hard and I needed time to like lick my wounds, and I guess 6 years was enough time.
I needed to work, and I was bullied heavily in school, so that was a big issue for me and a reason why I didn't go on to high school.
I guess I just didn't realize the importance of it at the time, so I was like, I didn't care, so I just never really thought it was going to be a big factor going forward, but it actually is.
Well, I was pregnant young. I was 15 when I had my son, and then life happens, and I put down the books, and then I kept going back to correspondence, but I had no commitment at home. Like, honest to say, I had none. So I kept trying, and then I did give up.
You've all went through this year?
Yeah, I'm definitely open to sharing some. I was pregnant when I started the program. I found out that my daughter had spina bifida, so I underwent in utero surgery to help repair that, which meant I had to leave town and spend almost 3 months in Toronto and in London combined.
Just to put it into perspective, how many women in Canada have had the surgery that you had?
I don't know what their number's at now, but I believe I was the 13th.
In Canada? Ever?
Yep.
I had 2 boys in the same year, so they call them Irish twins. So I had no time to do school. They're literally 9 months apart. So this course was like pretty awesome for me because like they just started school this year, so it was my year to get done what I needed to do.
4 kids. You know, I tried to get my grade 12 for about 10 years, and I couldn't do it on my own.
I think it was just the fact of feeling like I had all of this on my shoulders, and I didn't really, like I couldn't find a way to balance everything. And with SWAC, it helped me be able to balance everything, and every time I needed help or needed to be able to be pushed through something, it was there.
A lot of issues. I had a child young. It was difficult to work and go to school. Then over the years, I tried continuing education, and it was so hard to do. And
why was it hard to do?
To make the time at home to do it, and to stay motivated to do it. And sometimes I'd have questions and I wouldn't be able to get a hold of a teacher.
As a lot of people know, I had very problemed. I didn't have the same learning strategies as others.
I'm very antisocial and anxious. Being in a classroom with so many people kind of just triggered me. So,
I had a daughter at 18. Tried really hard to finish out John McGregor. Tried the correspondence, you know, those blue books. It just didn't work for me. I didn't have time, and then I had another child and another one. So now I have 3, but they're a little bit older, so I thought this was a good time to come back and show them that you can still complete things that you didn't finish years ago and kind of lead by example.
It wasn't that it didn't work for me. I ended up getting pregnant and moved away and decided to do the family life and the work life instead of the school. And
what made you want to come back for it?
I want to be a better parent for my children. Like, I have school-aged kids that are struggling in school, and I just want to show them that I can do it, they can do it. And
well, a lot of peer pressure. So there was a lot of drug use through high school. Plus, I lived on my own very young, so.
Multiple reasons. Part of it was bullying, and that just led me into not being able to actually focus on my work for dealing with everybody else. And the teachers never really understood the way I was, which led into a lot of confrontation there, which led into just me not wanting to be there and skipping too much.
I just wasn't really, I was always hands-on, so like being in class was very hard for me. It was just something that it wasn't like good to sit in a classroom. I was always wanting to go out and do things, so I always was going out and working instead of being in class.
Like, I never really put up much of an effort in high school, so like right after high school I just started working, and then after I kind of matured a little bit, I seen the program, so I applied for it, and then it's like, yeah, I actually want to do this. And when you actually want to do something, you get it done.
You know, I was busy doing other things, and now I realize that the important things are here and not there, so.
So honestly, to do SWAC was just to get my grade 12 off the bucket list. Going down those dark paths led me to some really dangerous situations. I became addicted to some really dangerous drugs and partying, and I was living a double lifestyle. Although, yes, I was home with my children and bills were being paid, I was like a shell, just an empty shell, kind of going through the motions until one day I almost lost it all, and I had to make a decision. After using for over half my life, I had to make a decision on what to do, and I chose life. I went to an amazing rehabilitation center, and it changed my life forever.
How many years has it taken you to get your grade 12?
Actually, it took me almost 13. Oh, wow. I'm 33. I think I was done school when I was 17, so long time.
That was, that should have been 97, 98. Yeah.
It has taken me 14 years. I dropped out of school when I was 15 so that I could have my daughter, and I just tried over and over, and nothing worked. And so 14 years later, I can now say that I have my grade 12, and I am so excited. I'm so proud of myself, and any other day I would never say that, so I'm very excited.
Would you have seen this a year ago?
Not at all. Not at all. I would never see myself with my grade 12 at all. So, and now I can, yeah. So I'm gonna get my grade 12, and my daughter a week later will have, should be graduated grade 8. So I have, you know, graduated before my daughter, and that's big, so.
Why does SWAC work for you?
I think it was the environment, in all honesty. It was just everybody was so accepting and really friendly just from like the first time being there.
The teachers. It was a way different experience. It was more personal, I guess, yeah, which was nice. It was definitely sort of the overall experience I kind of look at. I can look back at it and see all the little moments rather than just one smaller one, yeah.
I work full-time. I am a manager. I work 40 hours a week. I have 3 children, and I wanted this so bad that I just got my hours modified at work so I could complete this and kind of move on with a career, not just a job.
Well, I've missed a lot of time due to health issues, but I've been in the hospital, so I have to go for spinal surgery. But the teachers are just amazing. They help you catch up on anything you're behind in. So it doesn't really matter the days that I miss as long as I'm present for the work.
So like if you're even falling a little bit behind, or if they're more or less like they motivate you, like, you know, you got this, you can do this, like more or less like, oh, if you miss a day or two, they're texting you like, hey, is everything okay? Like, you know, life happens. You know, they're always someone like you can always talk to them. So it's just really nice that way.
SWAC is very different for me because it's honestly, you feel like, I don't know how to explain this. You feel like more welcome, and the teachers are always caring and willing to help you succeed, instead of being like when you were in that classroom environment, a lot of the teachers just didn't care. They were kind of just, here's your work and do it.
And then shortly after that, I think it was a year or so after that, is when I joined SWAC, just to kind of, you know, the next thing to put on my tool belt, really. So I just wanted to get that grade 12 and get it out of the way, but going through the program was so much more than what I had ever expected it to be. The confidence it builds, the way the teachers just come alongside you, like they don't stand over you, they come alongside you and help you work through the challenges that you thought you would never be able to overcome. It's an amazing program that I would say has led me to go to college, which I never ever thought that I would ever go to college. And then the guidance through those processes as well, even now after I'm finished SWAC, the teachers still stay in contact. They still encourage you or guide you through it all. So if it weren't for SWAC, I would definitely not be in college right now, like 100% be there at all. I would still be doing my, 9 to 5, just making it through life. And now I have so much bigger and better opportunities, and I get to show my children how important it is to finish what you started.
It's so helpful because it's a great program. I am so lucky for this program.
Why do you think it's a great program?
Because it's more thing will help you to pass in all the classes, and the teachers very great teachers, and I make wonderful friends. I am so lucky.
They hold you more accountable, I guess. And at this point in my age, I know what I want to do. Back then, I didn't know what I want, so I kind of got lost with all that stuff.
Yes, I ended up having my neck fused done, and I was off. Well, that was during the time we were off too, so I kind of had a surgery and date there. And then when school came back, I was back to come back, but I wasn't allowed to take Gary's class in gym, but I still did. Wow. Yeah, because he's an amazing teacher. And then after that, I ended up having cervical cancer, and then I had my surgery, and then I was in hospital for about 5 days. But the whole time, the support from the teachers just kept my head up, and I just wanted to get back to school. Like,
How do you mean? What kind of support did you get during those surgeries?
Oh, they were always in contact with me, like talking to me through everything. If I needed anything, they were there. Even if I needed to cry, they were there just to listen. Like, and any work I needed help with, they were like, all of them, even Megan, they were all there for me. Yeah.
Fantastic. So despite going through all those medical issues in 1 year, you're still able to graduate?
Yes.
Wow. You
Yeah.
did not give up.
No, and it's because of the family from SWAC. I did not give up because I was going along with them and I was graduating with them people because they helped me get this far in life. I got to prove to them because of them, I'm here today because of them. Yeah. No, I love them to pieces.
Honestly, it was the support. That's all it is. SWAC is such a, like everyone says, the SWAC family and everything. It's the supports that will keep anybody going. I don't care if you hate school your whole life. Once you get here, that you guys don't give up. No one ever does, right? Like, you guys kind of push us through it. And once anyone, even if they felt unloved, just enough from this program will get you through it, right?
Is there any memory or something from SWAC that you will remember or highlight for you?
I mean, really the whole thing was awesome. Great people, especially the teachers. Like, you don't expect them to be that outgoing and really wanting to help you. And I don't know, we all just sort of became a small little family.
Knowing more about history of Canada, I guess. Not the greatest parts of history of Canada, but history, I guess.
Definitely the first day, just because I expected to feel very left out and alone, and it turned out to be the exact opposite because everyone was so welcoming, everyone was so kind to me, and I think everyone was here we knew we were here for a purpose, and it felt good to do it in unity, to accomplish something together.
This year for SWAC, the thing that I remember most is going and feeding the homeless, because I remember there was a lady named Iris that I met, and she's my very good friend on Facebook now, and we talk almost every day, so she's pretty awesome.
I would say the sanctuary.
Why did you like it?
Seeing, like, before in my class we weren't really ever that close, but after that field trip, it seemed like we all kind of just got close and we were one big family. And seeing everybody just interact with strangers and people that we didn't even know and willing to help them.
We did these stories about ourselves in one of our classes, and it was an opportunity to get to know each other better and find out about some struggles that some have been through and things that mean a lot to them. And it was really nice being a part of that and being a part of the class.
That there are actually a lot of good people out here in Chatham.
That's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
A day this year. Well, we just did the 5K run with hospice, which was nice because, you know, like, I think it's easy to get down on yourself when we're learning about growth mindset in class, right? So it's just it's very hard to be positive when you know what you've done wrong. Like people always say, and I've said it before, is people say you're doing the best you can, but your best pales in comparison to how you've done before. And so you know your best, you know this isn't your best, whatever. So we're learning about growth mindset, and I think it's just like the beginning of the semester, everyone was very down on themselves, and just like didn't believe they could actually do it. Like coming to class, you're doing the thing, but you're not actually believing it's going to happen. So we did the 5K run, and graduation's coming up, and it's just like morale's kind of, you know, you're seeing it. People are seeing their success and seeing it.
I'm gonna say when we went for the field trip in London, that was a completely different experience.
I've met a lot of different people in the sanctuary and ropes. It was so fun because I got back in a harness. It reminded me back in cadets when I was in cadets, and I was up that wall and up that pole and high pole, and then I had to jump and I kind of fell, and then I was like, yeah, and they're like, well, we didn't take pictures, so they had to bring me back up again because I went so fast, and I was like, oh, sorry.
All the times were good. Yeah. The people. They made it fun.
I think just meeting everyone and making new friends is probably my favorite part about it.
Yeah, we went to Sanctuary and helped out a bunch of people with making a meal and stuff like that.
Did you like going to Sanctuary?
Yes, I did.
Yeah? Why?
Because there was a lot of people interaction and it was fun.
I ran a 5K, my first one ever. I actually finished it in just under 40 minutes.
Oh,
Not too bad. The 5K, because I'm the furthest thing from active, and that like made me actually want to try and be more active and like eat healthier.
Is there a life lesson you're going to take out of this year?
Actually, like SWAC has made me a better person, I personally believe, because I went from not having my grade 12 and not having my license and not looking at life at the way I do now. So like I'm the first McAtee to ever graduate. So having that and SWAC pushing me to be who I am today.
As long as you can sort of get everything in order, it doesn't all have to be packaged up just then, but as long as you have all those stepping stones ready for you to sort of get to one spot or another, as long as you can sort of surround yourself with like a good learning environment, you're probably going to make it. You'll be all right. Yeah.
My life lesson would be, I guess, because I usually am always home with my kids, so I never really have interaction with anybody, is just to be more social and put yourself out there, because there's a lot of people that are just like me that are looking for friends and conversation about life and stuff like that.
I guess don't count yourself out. I'd kind of always thought, I guess, that I probably wouldn't go back to school. You know, I'd been out of school for so long, and then on a whim decided to take up the offer for SWAC, and it turned out really good. So don't resign yourself to failure, I guess.
I mean, I would want to say yes, because I don't know what. After I dropped out of school, I just sort of assumed it wasn't going to happen. I assumed I was just going to be that guy that didn't graduate, and it's nice to know that there's those programs out there and that I was able to get that done, because that's a big thing for myself. I got a bit of a self-esteem boost right there, right?
Believe in yourself, because I think that my instructors and my teachers, they helped me do that so much more, and it's changed my whole outlook on life and my path that I'm taking, and it's made a humongous difference.
Gotta hold yourself more accountable. You gotta take responsibility for your actions and actually go do it instead of just saying you're gonna do it.
I learned how to be patient. Patient and understanding of everybody's opinions.
Not looking to judge other people.
It's okay to change your mind, I guess. I don't know, a life lesson. Yeah, it's okay to change your mind. It's never too late to start anything, and people always say that, but it's never too late to start anything. It's always too late to do nothing.
I think that I'm definitely going to be someone who helps people more, because I feel like Val and Gary and Miranda, everybody is really, push people and they really help people, and I think that's what I'm going to take the most, because I never had anybody to do that for me, and I'd like to do that for other people. And my kids are catching on to it too, right? Like my kids are like, oh yeah, you can do it, like, and we're so proud of you, and I'm like, nobody tells me that, so it feels so good.
Just to push yourself and not give up, because I'm better than I think I am.
Not give up?
Yeah, just never give up. It's never too late to finish what you started, even if it was a year ago or 15 years ago. It's just never too late.
If you put SWAC in one word, what would you say? SWAC is?
SWAC is completion. It's everything you need.
I would say SWAC is a priority. And I would just say priority because if you make it that, great things come out of it. Great friends, great life lessons, a great education, everything.
Amazing.
SWAC is wonderful.
My second chance.
A dream.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Amazing. Definitely amazing.
SWAC is hope. I like that one, hope.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Great.
Helpful, I would say, yeah. There's a lot of people, I think, that wouldn't get school otherwise if it wasn't for programs like this, you know what I mean? Like, people that have plenty to give, I guess, and plenty to do in their lives kind of thing, just need the opportunity.
I'm really tempted to go the easy route and say whack, but... Sorry, I sort of had to there.
Family, really. Yeah, it really is.
Family. SWAC family, or success, pretty well, right? You guys succeed so much.
my family. They're my support, yeah.
Family.
Family. It's a family. Everybody comes together, everybody talks, laughs. It's my home away from home.